Very good morning to our listeners. Hope you all had a great evening. A quick look around the markets and things pretty quiet, as is normally the case ahead of the key jobs data. In terms of Bund futures, roughly around half of the normal volume we'd see on an average Friday. Looking at the headline change non-farm payrolls, then it's expected to come in at 100,000 today, with some minor tweaks to the upside from a couple of the US bigger banks following the beaten expectations from the ADP yesterday. The unemployment rate, that's expected to remain unchanged at 8.2%, as it was the prior month and the month before. So far in Europe it has been pretty quiet then, generally flat trade as investors sit on the sidelines waiting for that key jobs data. Overall though, sentiment still a little soured by the actions, the stimulative actions we saw from the European Central Bank in particular yesterday, and to a lesser extent the Bank of England. Market still somewhat disappointed by the size of the stimulus that has been provided by those central banks. Elsewhere, in terms of the 10-year government bond yield spreads, we've seen some quite interesting moves there, in particular some of the AAA rated countries, such as that of France, Austria and Netherlands, have been tightening fairly significantly. In the case of France, some domestic names have been touted good buyers there. This comes ahead of a little lack of supply next week, but extremely large coupons and redemptions set for the 12th of July next Thursday, looking to underpin some of that strength in their domestic bond market. Similar case as well for Netherlands, with that spread over bonds roughly around 3 to 4 basis points tighter. On the flip side though, some of the focus still remains in the periphery, particularly Spain. That 10-year yield is now back just shy of that key 7% level, so the optimism and aggressive pullback that we had on the back of the EU summit conclusions around a week ago has now been fully reversed. That pretty much though concludes the opening wrap for me here this morning. We'll have another update for you later on in the session, but enjoy your trading day and good luck with non-farms.